Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm sharing all of my favorite drugstore products from 2019 and I'm going to use them all on my face. I thought about just doing this sit down style and just talking about all of my favorite drugstore makeup products, but I really wanted to use them because if you're like me, I like to watch favorites, I like to watch hauls and all that kind of stuff, but if I could choose, I like to see people actually apply the products and see what they look like on someone's face, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm using all of my favorite drugstore products from 2019. Some of these things did not come out in 2019. I just discovered them in 2019 and really love them. So I'm going to share those with you today, and we're going to do a full face with all of my favorites. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please keep watching and please subscribe if you haven't already. I post new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So I am skipping primer altogether. I do not have a primer from the drugstore that I've been loving this year, and I'm not always a huge primer person anyway, so I'm just gonna skip that and we're gonna go right into my favorite drugstore corrector from this year, and it's the Believe Beauty, let's see, what is this? Believe Beauty Brighten Up Color Correcting Concealer. So this is from Dollar General. If you don't know, Believe Beauty is Dollar General's makeup brand that came out earlier this year, and this is their corrector. And I actually did a full face here on my channel of Believe Beauty that I'll link for you if you have not seen that. But I really like this corrector. This, I want to say this was $3, maybe $4, and this is so good. It's so creamy. It's not drying. Sometimes, for me at least, pot correctors and concealers like this can be kind of drying because usually they're a little bit thicker. And this one is pretty thick, but it does not dry, or it does not look dry on my under eyes. So I have really been liking this. And I consider myself kind of a corrector freak because I try new ones all the time. Because I no matter what, if I put on makeup, I'm gonna put on a corrector under my eyes because I always have dark circles no matter what. And lately, for some reason, I've been letting it sit for a second before I blend it in. So I'm gonna sit for just a second and let this kind of set. Also, if my voice sounds kind of weird, it's because I'm not feeling super great, but I wanted to film this video still, so I'm just pushing through it, but if I don't sound myself, that's why, because I'm not feeling too great. But usually makeup makes me feel better, so we're gonna see if it works. So I'm blending this in with this Wet n Wild sponge, and this is also a favorite from this year. This sponge, I think this is $3 maybe, but it is so nice. I like this just as much as the original Beauty Blender. I also like the Real Techniques sponge, but I have been reaching for the Wet n Wild one the most. I don't know why. It's really, really soft. It gets nice and squishy when you dampen it, and I just have really been liking it. For concealer, if you've seen my other drugstore videos, this probably will not be a surprise, but I love this product. I have to say this is my favorite concealer ever. Like, even out of my high-end ones, I reach for this one. I don't know why, but it's the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. And yes, I have 4 different shades. I just mix them all. I don't know why. I love doing that. So we're gonna take a little bit of, this is 005 Light Natural. I don't know what it is about this concealer, but it is just, the consistency is perfect. It's just thick enough so that it covers well, but it's not matte and dry looking. I don't know. It's just the perfect concealer in my opinion. And I've actually seen on their Instagram that, or the Catrice Instagram, that this concealer is supposed to come in a color corrector for under your eyes, but I have not been able to find that anywhere. Because I know here in the United States, Ulta carries Catrice, and that's where I usually get this concealer, but apparently it comes in a color corrector, but I don't know if it's only, I think Catrice is a German brand, I want to say. I don't know if you just can't get it in the United States or what, but I wish I could find it because I would love to have this formula in a corrector. That would be so awesome. For foundation, so this one was really hard for me because I try a ton of foundations. I love foundation, and I've had quite a few this year that I've tried from the drugstore and I really like. But this one, I have to say, is the one that I reach for the most, and I just love the finish, I love the color, I love everything about this. So my favorite drugstore foundation is the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. I wear the shade LW2, and it's a perfect shade match for me. It also has SPF 20, so you get a little bit of SPF with it as well. But this is just, it does have the doe foot applicator, which I personally like. I know some people don't love a doe foot applicator, but I really enjoy it. Just mainly because it's so easy to put on. You don't have to put your foundation on the back of your hand and all that, which is what I usually do. Something about the finish of this foundation, I don't know what it is, but it just looks so skin-like. I don't know. I absolutely love it though. I love this foundation so much that I was thinking the other day when I was using this, Physicians Formula should come out with the Healthy Concealer to go with this foundation, because they don't, I think they may have some concealers like that have been out a while, like in older packaging, but they should come out with a new and improved concealer version of this foundation. I think that would be like the best thing ever, and I would be first in line to try it because it is just, oh, that would be so nice. I love this foundation that much. I know I would love a concealer. I also really like this foundation because it is really, really buildable. So if you apply a little bit and you think you need a little bit more, in certain areas you can go right on top and build it up a little bit more. So I'm going to go over this last little bit with my Wet n Wild sponge. For powder, so I use two powders usually, one for under my eyes and one for the rest of my face. The one that I like from the drugstore for under my eyes is from Essence. It's the Brighten Up Banana Powder. I really like this because it's a very, very light yellow tinted powder, which I like for under my eyes. And it's very finely milled. It does not look powdery or anything like that. I have a few drugstore powders that I like, but the one I like most is the Flower Light Illusion powder in the shade L1 Porcelain. And I like this because this reminds me of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. I love that one that's in the compact, but it's so expensive. This is very, very similar. Not an exact dupe, but very similar. Okay, for bronzer, this was the easiest decision I had to make for this video because This would probably be my favorite bronzer from 2019, period. And so I didn't even have to think about this at all. This Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 01 Sunlight. This is, if you have skin tone similar to mine, this bronzer, I don't know what it is, but this color is the perfect bronze color. It's just warm enough, but not cool toned. It's right in between. It's perfect. I love it so much. As soon as I run out of this, I will absolutely repurchase this without a doubt. And it comes in, I think, 2 other shades, a medium and a dark. So if you have a darker skin tone than me, then there should be one that will work for you. But oh, I love this bronzer. And I don't think this is, I think this has probably been out for a while. I just have not tried it until earlier this year, and I am obsessed with this. I love it so much. It looks great on your eyes as eyeshadow as well. Actually, what made me try this bronzer was Allie Glines. She always talks about it in her videos, how great it is. So one day I was in CVS, I think it was, and I saw this and I got it, and I am absolutely obsessed. I feel like when you have fair skin, there are tons of bronzers out there, but I feel like finding one that doesn't look too orangey and it doesn't look ashy, that's right in between, is really hard to find. And this is it. This is perfect. Gotta get a sip of coffee. When you feel sick, warm coffee just feels so good. I'm also a coffee addict. Fun fact about me, I love coffee. For blush, this one was kind of hard for me. I've tried quite a few drugstore blushes that I like, but my favorite, the one I've been reaching for the most, is the ColourPop Disney Designer Collection in Enchanted Mirror. It's the Belle Blush. I just love the color of this. This is the perfect peachy pink. And there's no shimmer in it. It's just a matte blush. It goes with everything. It looks great. I mean, I just love it. This brush actually is also a favorite of mine. It's from Flower Beauty and it's their blush brush. But I love this brush. It's very, very, very light and airy. It's not a very dense brush, which if you're like me, I like very subtle blush. I do not like intense blush on myself. So I love this because this does not pack any product on. It just very lightly applies a really smooth layer of blush. So I really like this. I got this at Walmart. So if you're looking for a new blush brush, try this one. See how pretty that blush is? Oh, love it. So pretty. My favorite brow product from the drugstore for 2019 is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And this one is in the shade Neutral Brown. This, I want to say, is like $3 maybe, and this is another fantastic drugstore product. It does have a little bit of a thicker like tip. It's not as small as like the Brow Wiz, but it's still really nice. And this color is perfect for me. And I mean, it's $3. And I actually tried this pencil because of Mandy Lee here on YouTube. I'll link her channel down below if you have not seen her, but she was saying how she loved this pencil and she repurchased it so many times. So I decided to try it out one day when I was at Target. And I mean, this is really good for $3. And then to set my brows, this is always a favorite. This never changes. I do not own any other brow gel, clear brow gel, except this one. This is the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. This is perfect. It's very inexpensive. And it lasts me for a long time. So I would highly recommend this if you need a new brow gel. I used to buy the Anastasia clear brow gel and I love that one, but it's expensive and this works just as well. It lasts longer in my opinion and it's a lot less expensive. Going in with that same Catrice concealer now. And this also works great as an eye primer. For eyeshadow, really there's only one drugstore eyeshadow palette that I love, and I loved it immediately. So I knew it was going to be the one for this video, and it's the Milani Must Love Mattes. This is so good. This palette, not only are the colors beautiful, but I mean, this is fantastic quality. And I actually got this, I got it at Target, but I got it on sale. I think it's normally like $19.99 maybe, but when I got it, it was on sale for like $12 or $13, I think. But this is a great drugstore palette. Great, great, great. And it's all matte, so if you're someone that doesn't like to use shimmers, this will work great for you. It has the neutrals, you have some purple, and then you have some pretty warm tones over here. It's a very versatile, very good palette. You could do tons of things with this. You could do a going out look with the darker colors. You can do everyday. You have everything in this palette. So today I'm going to first go in with this light skin tone shade. And we're just going to set that concealer. Now I'm going to mix these two matte browns. This is a lot lighter. This is more of a darker warm tone. And I'm going to mix both of these and run this through my crease. I mean, these shadows, I'm serious, like you can tell usually a good quality eyeshadow as soon as you put it on your eye, because it will just go on smoothly instantly, and these do. Like, they are smooth as butter. I love them. Milani also has some new palettes that are coming out. I think there's like a whole group of them with different eyeshadow palettes. I haven't seen them in store yet, but I've seen them on Instagram. So I'll definitely pick up one of those when I can find them, because I am super, super impressed with their shadows. Now I'm going to mix these two shades. This is a really warm brown, and then this is an orange, like a burnt orange color, kind of similar to the color of my shirt. And I'm going to add a little bit of this to the outer V, and then lightly drag what's left into the crease. And then I'm going to go into this shade, Sorry, it's probably hard to see. It's really gloomy outside. This shade right here, this is a really, really light brown. And just gonna blend. So I'm thinking about doing a no buy in January and just do all my videos for that month on makeup that I already own. I really want to do that. I've always said I was going to, and then I usually give in and buy something, but I really want to really try to do that in January. Now I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is kind of a reddish toned brown. And I'm going to add some of this. And then we're gonna go back into that really light brown again. And we're gonna blend some more. So this is my first video since ending my 12 Days of Palettes series. Let me know if you've seen any of those videos in the comments, but posted 12 videos and 12 straight days in a row, and let me tell you, that is not easy. All the people that do Vlogmas and they post every single day, like the whole month of December, props to those people, because it is not easy to post that much. It is very time consuming and it is difficult for sure. Hopefully I can do something like that next year, but this year was a struggle for me just to get 12 videos in a row, but I did it. Now I'm gonna go into this milk chocolate brown with my absolute favorite little Real Techniques accent brush, and I'm gonna use this right along the lash line and like a little bit up. So pretty. I've literally been obsessed with doing this with my eyeshadow. I've done it pretty much in every single video. I'm gonna pack some of this on my waterline because it's just so easy and it looks so pretty and effortless, and it takes no time at all. I love it so much. I'm gonna go back into those first two transition shades that we mixed, and I'm just gonna drag a little bit of that under the lash line or along the lash line. For mascara, this one was really hard because I love mascara. I've tried so many and I have so many that I really like, but from the drugstore, if I had to pick one from this year, it would be CoverGirl Exhibitionist. I like this because it reminds me of Too Faced Better Than Sex. The wand does, at least. But this is just a great mascara. I love this, and I think it's just as good as the Better Than Sex. To me, this one is good for length and volume. Sometimes I feel like with mascara, you usually get either length or volume, but not both. You kind of have to layer mascaras for that, but you really don't with this one because I think they look pretty full, but they look long too, which is the ultimate goal of mascara. For lips, this was also a very hard choice. I have lots of lip products that I love, but this year one of the ColourPop lip liners has been one of my go-tos. It's the Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF. And this is just, this color is perfect for me. It's very similar to my natural lip color. Which is something I really like in a lip liner. I like the ColourPop ones because they are so creamy and easy to apply. I do not like dry lip liners that just, I don't know, that just really annoys me. I do not like dry stuff on my lips at all. So there's the lip liner. Really pretty, really, really natural. And then, okay, my favorite drugstore lipstick ever. This, I discovered this like in the very, very beginning of the year, but I love this. I have several of these because I bought backups of them. This is by L'Oreal and it's the Celebrity Collection, and this is the J-Lo one. It's called Jennifer's Nude, shade 370. It's a L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick. And this is just a perfect nude. It is just that. So this lipstick line, the celebrity ones from L'Oreal, are kind of hard to find. This I got at Walmart, but I've also seen it at Walgreens and CVS, but a lot of times this color is sold out. It's 370 Jennifer's Nude. And then last, for lip gloss, this year I have so many of these in different colors. I love them. The NYX Butter Gloss. This one is in Creme Brulee. These are just amazing. This lip gloss is not sticky. It's really shiny and pretty. And it looks really pretty on the lips. Oh, I love it so much. These, they come in tons of colors, but Creme Brulee and Tiramisu are my two favorites, but I love them so, so much. For highlighter, my favorite that I tried earlier, or a few months ago, and I love this from the drugstore, is the Wet n Wild Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petals. This is a gorgeous champagne shimmer, and it is so nice. Just as good as some of my high-end ones that I really love. But I absolutely love this. This one is pretty without being like over the top shiny. I love it so much. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this and apply it to my inner corner. I love to do this with highlighter. And then I'll even sometimes use my finger and pop just a little bit of this right in the center of my lids. You don't have to do that. I just really like a little bit of shimmer. I just really like a little bit of shimmer on my eyes. Last, I'm going to spray my face really quickly with my ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This is hands down my favorite setting mist of the year. Look at this mister. You may not be able to really see, but I mean the mister on this is fantastic. It's the most fine mist, but it's just everything. This is perfect. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me use all of my favorite drugstore products from 2019. Like I said, a lot of these things did not come out in 2019, but I discovered them this year. So I wanted to share them all with you, and I'm happy I could share drugstore affordable products, and I'm so happy to share affordable products because I know high-end makeup is so fun and it's everywhere and you want to buy it, but the reality is sometimes you don't have the money to spend on it. So these are all fantastic products. They will not break the bank, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this look. Do you own any of these products? And maybe let me know what your favorite drugstore makeup product from 2019 was. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and also please subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Thank you again for watching and supporting my channel. I'll see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.